police in Manchester abuse and mistreat the homeless. And and apparently, when he films them talking to the homeless folks say that, they're being nice to us. They're not moving us on like they used to. In fact, they're warning us about you going around filming us to make him out to be the bad guy. I mean, I think there's a video. If you knew a tramp was God in disguise, would you behave any differently or something like that? And it's actually the Greater Manchester Police were apparently very upset by that video because it just exposes how the police and even the PCSOs go around harassing and abusing the homeless.
Aye. Yeah, just look at this here. Same handwriting, same type of bullets. It's really disturbing.
It's really disturbing that now the new coalition that they don't want to investigate what exactly.
You see the stuff is breaking now?
I can hear something.
Yeah. They're saying that the snipers are shooting people from all fucking sides.
What, in Crimea?
In Ukraine and Kiev.
Oh, God.
EU, eyes wide shut. Hold on, I'll just rewind it here. Hold on, wait till you get the evidence of this here. Hold on. I'll just play this now, Jonathan. This is just the news headlines, right? I was reading it earlier on. I was talking to a boy earlier on and I couldn't hear it. I just saw hashtag snipers. But hold on, wait to hear it here. You hear it?
A little bit.
More than 70 people were killed in Kiev's Independence Square. Now, in a leaked conversation with the EU's foreign policy chief, Estonia's top diplomat says it may have been the same snipers who shot dead both activists and police. Not only that, he goes on to state that they may actually have been hired by someone now part of Ukraine's new administration.
They even shows that people who were killed by snipers from both sides, among policemen and people from the streets, that they were the same snipers killing people from both sides.
Well,
Shown pictures here, same handwritings, same type of bullets.
And it's really disturbing that now.
Is that Russia Today?
Yeah. They're saying that they're showing about 4 people in a building, and one actually threw something out, and they're just taking shots, and they're saying that these people. It was not Yanukovych, it was somebody from the new coalition. So there you go, somebody from the new coalition, somebody who's a bought and paid up member for George Soros' party.
It's the Nazis. It must be the Nazi element.
Yeah, they're sitting shooting protesters and shooting police as well. So there you go, mate. What kind of fucking shit are we dealing with here?
There's no honour amongst those thieves.
Well, this is anyway. I suppose this could be propaganda from the Russians, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it might be propaganda, but I wouldn't be surprised hearing that. I mean,
could be a false flag attack. It could be CIA. Apparently, the BBC a couple of days ago said that there were British police in Ukraine, and they retracted the article and amended it. But we know that there are foreign police officials and police officers moonlighting in Kiev. I wouldn't be surprised if this is in some way a false flag, and they blame it on Russia.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at I listen to the radio and I listen to the news, and I am convinced that we are going into a third world war.
Well, Jonathan, I've been stuck in World War One. The Great War started in 1914, and it's been going for 100 years, mate. There you go. That's why it was called the Great War, because it's been a great war of civilizations between good and evil. The devil worshippers, the satanic child abusers, the fucking deviants who run the BBC and sit in the fucking Zionist governments all across the planet. The fucking Bilderbergs, we all know who they are, mate. These dirty bastards have had 100-year rule, and it's coming to an end, mate, and it's coming to a hell of a bloody end, mate. The dirty bastards.
But I did hear something interesting on the radio. apparently a Muslim caller rang into one of the shows. I think it was Duncan Barks.
There you go, look at this. This is fucking serious. Jonathan, just been cut off again. Fuck's sake.
They won't give up.
They'll never be. Crack on, bro.
Yeah, well, this call apparently said to Duncan Barks that apparently it's attributed to the Prophet Muhammad that he said that those who believe in the Old Testament are Muslims or are considered Muslims. And I thought that actually, I thought about that, and I thought, well, that's actually pretty similar to a sort of strain of belief in Hinduism, where you don't have to be a Hindu to move on to the next stage of your existence, as long as you strive to be a good person, to do right by others. And when you consider the similarity of that philosophically profound statement, plus the fact that Christianity, Judaism, and Islam really come from the same root.
Same source.
Abrahamic faith. Yeah, that. I find that a bit of a message of hope. That there's hope even who are not Muslims, but do believe in the one true God, who do believe in the Old Testament, who do believe in the works of Jesus. I mean, we have more in common with each other than we realize, and we just get hung up over these differences.
See, the good people of the world, doesn't matter what religion, but you'd mentioned the three Abrahamic faiths, the three great monotheistic faiths left in our time, and Judaism, Christianity and Islam, and they all come from the one source, and they've been attacked from the outside by people who are from a demonic side, basically. That's the only way to describe them. Demonic, evil bastards who are all about the destruction of everything about good, everything good about in God, and everything, holy, everything that is nice and peaceful. They don't want peaceful existence. You just have to look at the wars in countries all across the place now. I mean, these people are nihilists and the destruction of the planet, and the only way to be is to be a radical pacifist, is to be a pacifist, and only if they come to go and chap your door to kill you should you actually stand and make a stand and defend yourself. You know what I mean? If they're coming to use violence against you, but because these people, I mean, it's got to be a coalition of all the good people of the world just making a stand against these evil people, and I think it can happen where, millions of people, we had 2 million walking through London. That's what really, really freaks these people out more than anything. That's why they've got so many cameras in the UK, 20% of all the cameras in all the world, because they know, the British people, that at some point we could fucking go the way Ukraine is now, but go in a better way, go in a far better way. I mean, it would be a case if people didn't have to. I'm watching people batter into the police here down in...
Yeah, well, I don't know if you have heard this today, but the banks have been scaremongering now about Scottish independence, saying that they'll have to leave Edinburgh if Scotland becomes independent because of some obscure EU rule. I mean, I heard that and I thought... It's the level of debate now is getting pitiful in the no campaign. I mean, if you ask the average Scot, would they be sad to see the back of Barclays or HSBC because of a yes vote in the independence ballot? And they'd say, "Oh, good riddance to them. We don't want them and we don't need them."
Indeed.
Not that the Scottish people are really being given an independence vote. It's more about rearranging deck chairs.
Well, I've been took this week, Jonathan, to campaigning, phoning people up tonight. I phoned Stornoway, I phoned up in the Shetland Isles, and I did an amazing response for the Shetland. It seems everybody up there is wanting independence. I phoned Edinburgh and Glasgow, mixed response. So I've been phoning, and I've just been putting my case out there, asking people, are they intending voting, what are they intending doing, and so this is my campaign.
I've had a look at the recent one of the recent polls. I don't know if you have better information than me, but apparently, according to a recent poll, only something like 32% are in favour of independence and 57% against.
Yeah.
So that it's pretty much in line with expectations at the moment.
See, the two things, right, that get humans doing stuff is fear and desire. And of those two, fear, right, especially in a society the way they've got just now, the people who are peddling the fear have always got the upper hand. The people who are peddling the fear will always be ahead. And it's going to really take a monumental effort for everybody who wants independence for it to happen. And it's going to be the hardest fight. It can be done, but the best I would think... The one thing I was just thinking about it earlier today is that the New World Order are not invincible. They can be beaten. Even someone as lowly in their eyes as Jenny Sharp can beat them. It took her 10 years to do it, but she beat them. She not only beat them, she saved the life of her son. And tell us all about that for people who don't know who she is.
Well, her son is, of course, Gary McCann.
Gary McKinnon?
Yeah. I got mixed up with Jerry McCann for a minute, but yeah. Gary McKinnon, yes. The hacker who apparently was looking for UFOs and apparently found evidence of UFOs about identity database that didn't exist anywhere outside of NASA and all these ship-to-ship extraterrestrial transfers.
Yeah.
So he definitely found something, and that's why they went after him. And the only reason they relented was because they realized he was such in an appalling mental shape, and that his mother had done such a good job of mobilizing public opinion that they had to drop the idea. At least temporarily, they'll try and get back at him and his mother in other means, because that's what they're like, the New World Order.
If anybody's out there now, put it on RT and watch it in the background. RT News has to be watched to see these fucking neo-Nazis here, mate. It's fucking crazy. There's one dirty bastard here. Look at the way they're dressed, mate. This is just fucking frightening what these cunts are doing, mate.
Well, they're really picking up from where they left off in 1941 to 1944. You had these quislings who joined forces with the Nazis and went around exterminating people. And we're heading back to that situation. The only difference is that this time they're going to try and put make it look a little more squeaky clean in the PR by having Klitschko as the face of this revolution. Don't worry about the neo-Nazis. Look at the boxer with the shiny keys. Look at the shiny, as Frankie Ball would say. Apparently, he's going back on tour again soon.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking hardcore, that cunt, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't been picked off.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jonathan, we've managed to talk. Anything else you want to talk about? How's with anything else, mate? I was going to play a tune. If you want to come back on later on, we can chew the cud more. But